Hi guys, my name is Charlene Horgan, and the intervention that I chose to demonstrate for you is called clay sculpture. I found it in Assessment and Treatment Activities for Children, Adolescents, and Families, and it was created by Charlene Weitzman. The targeted age group is for children ages 5 to 10, and it's best used with an individual. The intervention is used to build rapport and to help kids express their emotions and feelings. So the materials that you need are some markers, some Play-Doh, and paper or poster board. And I have my friend Melissa here. She's going to play the part of an 8-year-old female client who's coming to see me for the second time. Okay. Hi Melissa, how are you today?
Good.
Good. Okay. So we talked a little bit last week about our feelings and sharing our feelings, and today I thought something that would be really fun to do is to have you build a sculpture out of Play-Doh. Have you played with Play-Doh before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I have 3 different colors here, and you can choose any color that you want. You can use one color, you can use all 3, but I'm just going to ask you to go ahead and create a sculpture that tells me something about who you are. It can be anything that you want.
Can I use all the colors?
You sure can.
Can I mix them?
Absolutely.
Usually they don't like us to mix them. Can you get that little?
Sure. I see you've got blue out already. It's in red. I can tell you used Play-Doh before.
When I was little.
Oh,
His light's going off.
is that he?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So what do you call this?
Rucker.
Rucker.
It's my dog. He has a smaller tail than that. Okay.
Wow, and I see you've used 3 different colors here. Can you tell me what those colors represent for you, or how those colors make you feel?
They look like superhero colors. And I think my dog is like a superhero because he makes me feel better. He makes me happy.
Wow. What feelings does each color stand for? Besides, could you tell me what does the red stand for?
Red is when he's kind of mad, though. If he doesn't get what he wants, or he doesn't get what makes him happy, or he has to be in a place where he's not happy and not with people he wants to be with.
Okay.
Makes him mad.
It makes him mad. What about the blue?
The blue is kind of like the same, except he gets kind of sad after he's mad because he's not where he wants to be. So the blue is him being sad about that.
Okay, what about the yellow?
The yellow, I made his legs yellow because that's sometimes he's scared about where he has to be because it's not what he's used to. So sometimes he feels like scared like that.
Okay, so sometimes mad, sometimes sad, sometimes scared. Those are all feelings that we talked about last week. If Rucker could speak to your mom, what would you have Rucker say to mom?
He would say that he doesn't like living in a new place and he misses his normal bed and his normal food, and he doesn't like the changes that are going on, and that he wishes it was like it used to be before.
Okay, what would you have Rucker say to your brother?
That he's sad, he can't sleep with him every night like he used to.
Mm-hmm.
That he misses him when we're not there.
And how about your father? What would Rucker say to your father?
That he wishes it was like it used to be. He wishes that there weren't two different houses and two different beds and two different places to sleep because he gets confused. He doesn't always know where to go to the bathroom. He doesn't always know what he's supposed to do because it used to be just one spot and now there's a bunch of different ones. So he would like the dad to have the same spot that he used to.
Wow, you did such a good job of describing how Rucker feels. What do you think Rucker's favorite food is?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. He loves peanut butter.
And who does Rucker like?
In our family?
Anybody. It can be in your family. It can be a friend.
His favorite is Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he used to get really... Every night Dad came home, he would be really excited and run to the door and jump up on him every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably Mom, because Mom takes care of him during the day and walks him, feeds him.
Oh. What does Rucker want the whole world to know about him?
That he's awesome, and that he has a really good family, but that sometimes he still gets sad and kind of confused. But he knows that everybody still wants him, but he still gets sad. I put a sad face on him. I don't know if you saw
sad
that.
face.
Yeah, it's kind of like a frown.
You did such a good job. You know what I love too about Rucker is his tail. You
Yeah.
did a really good job with his tail. You did such a good job describing Rucker's feelings. And I'd like to show you a little bit of a surprise that I did while you were talking. And you've created a poem. And the poem is called Rucker. Rucker, superhero colors. Mad. What makes him happy? Still wants him, misses his bed. Sleeps. Peanut butter awesome. Favorite is daddy and mom. Rucker, superhero. Really good family. So what do you think about the poem?
It's cool. I like the color markers.
Do you like the color
Mhm.
markers? Did any of the feelings that you talked about surprise you?
No, because I know him really well, so I can tell.
I can tell you
How
know
he
Rucker
feels.
really well. Do you help to take care of Rucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you know
Okay.
Rucker really well.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lucky dog to have you taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to keep the sculpture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And would you like to maybe do this exercise again sometime?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold on to the poem and we can look at this again another time, but I'm going to let you take Rucker home today. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so some of the processing questions that we used were, how does it feel to have written a special poem? Would you like to keep your sculpture, and would you like to do this again sometime? The multicultural considerations to be aware of are that some children may not have had the opportunity to use clay or Play-Doh before, and in that case, the therapist could ask the child to draw a picture or use a puppet or a figurine. Another consideration would be some cultures don't encourage sharing feelings, and in this case, the therapist could ask the child to help write dialogue for a puppet show. Some modifications that could be needed for children with special needs would be if students are physically not able to sculpt with clay, they could use a sand tray to draw a picture or character, like just kind of drawn in a sand tray, or some sort of character, stuffed animal, could be selected to represent the image that the child is projecting his emotions to. But here is our poem. And again, that was called Clay Sculpture. Thank you.